and welcome to Capacity TV. My name is Natalie Bannerman, Deputy Editor at Capacity Media. We are here live at ITW 2023 and I am delighted to be joined by Sophie Ann Terrisse, who is Ambassador for the TSF. Sophie, thank you so much for joining us.
Natalie, thank you for having us again, and thank you from TSF for all the support that Capacity is providing.
Absolutely, our pleasure, our pleasure. So, as a TSF Ambassador, talk to us about the work of the organisation, just for those who are not familiar, and more importantly, why did you want to get involved?
So I knew about the organization for quite a long time. I'm French, and the organization is based in France. But a few years back, they celebrated an anniversary, and I was traveling in France, decided to stop by and discovered this incredible team. Very on-the-ground people, ready for emergency, very technical, and extremely dedicated. And this is where I discovered that the work they've done for 20 years is absolutely amazing when it comes to, emergency response, humanitarian support, and it keeps going now. So that was it. That was the end of it, and I just decided that, anything we could do, we will try to do.
Absolutely, absolutely. So last we spoke, Sophie, you did an interview with us, I believe last year, and it was yourself and a few other ambassadors that we also know, friends of Capacity. Yeah. But last we spoke, the most recent mission of the TSF was the mission in Ukraine. So give us an update into that work, and I suppose what's been happening on the ground.
So Ukraine is one of the many situations that is very telling about some of the challenges we have to face, which is immediate response. And a lot of those missions were supposed to be there for a week, for a month, and sometimes we end up being there for years. So we now have 10 centers in Ukraine itself, and we also are in Romania and Poland. We help about 50,000 people, 5,000 people a month, and it's really about being able to reconnect them with loved ones, giving them the communication need they have to get informed, having support in language to reach the technology and the information that they need to be able to move on to the next steps. So this is one of those many situations where we don't know how long we will be there, but we will continue to be there. It's been a very hard year. We deployed in Turkey in February 6th during the earthquake. 50,000 people passed away, 120 were injured, and we were first on ground to literally kind of enable all the emergency services. And then we still have projects, in South America. And again, this is a very good, I would say, example of you're coming in a moment of emergency, but that emergency does not go away. And this is where TSF, Télécoms sans Frontières, is outstanding. We do not leave until the work is done. And that's why we do need the support. So for South America, we're providing support with communication to help a lot of the refugees or people that are seeking asylum to get the information they need to, where to go to do it legally. What should you need in order to understand how the different countries where you have options are going to work. So we have 90 centers in South America, and I think not enough is said about this work because it's making a huge difference for people, but also for the countries that are impacted and the country where those people are actually migrating to.
Yeah, incredible work. I mean, just hearing you talk about it is just inspiring, honestly. So, you've given us an insight into other global projects, etc. But I'm sure you get asked this a lot, but what is the best way for both companies and individuals to kind of support the work of the TSF? Because often we want to help, but we don't know how to start, right? So
we do have help. We need a lot more help. And exactly for this point of an emergency can actually continue to be a situation we need to deal with. We do have partners. So, here at Capacity, for example, PCCW Console Connect was the sponsor of the charity run. We are completely dependent on our partners and our sponsor. And it's very important that people understand it's going the distance. So how can people get involved? Company can get involved by becoming partner or sponsor. It can be for, a program overall. We can work regionally with any of the carrier. We are really looking for partners that also understand that we're touching technology that changes life at every level, not just the first day connectivity. So for example, in Syria, we were supposed to just go for an emergency. We realized that children on site had no mean to get information around education and around knowledge. So we started providing technology to have tablets and classes, and we've now been there for years. And we really are looking for partners that understand the difference they make, but also the level of exposure they can gain by being part of those projects, being part of the how connection, communication can really change life. And that's why we're here.
Absolutely, absolutely. So for those who are listening, get involved and check out the work of the TSF. But Sophie, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference.
Absolutely, it's been amazing.
And thank you so
Natalie.
much. So thank you so much to everyone for joining us.